who sits in the owner's box, a la Mr.
With
Steinbrenner.
with your arms crossed.
Right.
Scowling
and
at
firing
a
managers,
bad
although
play,
I did
yeah.
do that, and barking orders and that
Right.
sort of stuff. I got into this, and I'm sort of the exception in the league of I'm the day-to-day GM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
All right.
So I'm doing everything.
Sure.
When you work in minor league baseball, every single person's job description ends with the words "other duties as assigned."
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
You may have seen me
yeah.
working a concession
right.
stand, slinging hot dogs and pouring beer.
Whatever's needed.
Whatever
Whatever you
worked.
need
Yeah,
to do,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anything that really surprised me and took me off guard, doing the work visa thing
visa
was like
thing.
when they explained that to me, the league commissioner, I was like, "Huh?
Right.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You know,
Is that
people-
hard?"
Yeah.
Can I make the team chaplain do it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Suggestion for the new ownership
There you
group.
go.
You
Yeah.
want someone with better penmanship. You do not want me doing that or typing.
I don't
Right.
think
Brian,
they actually look at those.
Brian, it's amazing how international even the Frontier League is.
Is that crazy? Yeah.
It's. I mean, you get the other independent leagues, and it's just amazing at this level how international it really is. That surprised me when I kind of came aboard a couple of years ago.
On this year's roster, we have 2 Panamanians, 2 or 3 Venezuelans, 2 Dominicans.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Last year we had 2 guys from Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
got to know them
Are
in case
you
I go on
able to-
vacation.
Are you
Yeah.
able to swerve the paperwork for them since you sold team? Or do you have to do it?
No,
was it in the
actually, I
contract?
did all
One
the
more
visa.
thing.
I did. Actually, I've done all the visa
You've already done all the
applications
visas
for this
All right,
year.
all right.
Wow, look at you.
Right.
All right.
Right. Because I'm still sort of working with a team, as we talked about earlier,
Yeah. Right,
the
right.
transition.
Yep.
You know, I want this thing to be successful.
Sure.
I got
You want
8
a
years of my life
clean
invested.
handoff. Yep.
It's not like, okay, good luck, see
Yeah.
ya.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Right. No,
Yeah.
no. This thing needs to.
You don't want a stink eye every time you walk in the stadium.
This
from the
thing
owners.
needs to be successful. So anything I can
Right.
do to help these guys out, I'm all in.
And now, a word from our sponsor. I can be included in the crowd with Me Too Via, because I feel alone and isolated when everyone in the crowd talks about their drugs. I needed Me Too Via to give me the confidence to say, I have chronic problems too. Metuvia is a prescription drug that helps those without pain, disfigured physical attributes, and mental disorders, general calamity, and hypochondria stand up and say, me too. Taken 35 times daily with a alcohol wash, Metuvia will set anyone up for success in social settings where they are the only healthy American in the room. Metuvia gave me the misery I needed to feel a part of society again. Metuvia will cause loss of job, friends, generally poor health, hair loss, carelessness, and a whole list of other things that you can find on our website. Ask your doctor today about Metuvia and start feeling like garbage with the rest of us. And back to the show.
I just think it's absolutely fantastic. We have professional baseball out here, just a couple minutes from our home.
I know.
And the whole Lorraine, Elyria,
incredible.
Avon, Ridgeville area. It's
Yeah.
I just love every second of it. It's amazing, and it's great baseball. It is great baseball.
So I did read somewhere that the team was struggling a bit when you took over.
In what way? It's a pretty broad. On the field, off
Attendance
the field.
of
Yeah.
fans,
Yeah. They had
all
a
that
bad
sort of
reputation
stuff.
in
And
the
they
community.
were,
They had
they
a
were
lot.
playing poorly, I think,
They were
at
terrible.
that point.
They were 20 games out or
So-
something like that.
That's coming in with some challenges.
Had a lot of challenge. When I got here, there were 5 people left on the staff.
Oh,
Most
wow.
everybody else had quit. We have a full-time
What- I
staff
was
of
gonna say,
about
what's-
12,
Okay.
12
All right.
to 13
Okay.
full-time
So the
staff.
morale in the staff was even.
Well, of the 5, it
Low.
got worse when we fired 3 of them. So,
Oh, jeez.
and so
Were they the
there-
reason the other people left?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the case.
Sometimes. There was just everybody knew it was a very
Sure.
unstable
Struggling,
situation.
yeah.
One of the first things I discovered was that the previous owner was absentee. He would be here for 2 or 3 games a year.
Oh, okay.
Lived in Chicago, ran it remote. So
Outside
rule number
investor,
1
yeah.
when I got in here was
Yeah.
you
You're
got to be
present.
here.
You're
Yeah,
present.
you're on
Right.
you're on the ground every day doing the job. So
So was it long? But I assume you're walking away feeling like you changed the tide.
I think
and
we're in a better place.
To your
with the
liking.
exception of the baseball part. Last year we had our worst year
Yeah, that
ever.
was a tough year.
That was a bad year, and that I don't like leaving on that.
Sure.
But in the Frontier League, it changes fast.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
rosters turnover. You've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, over the course of a season, the roster's 24 guys. You'll see 50 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
No, just a couple of years ago, I remember they went away on a road trip, and then when they came back, it's just like they're gone for a week, they're home for a week. It's kind of what it is.
All new guys.
And it was one of those things like, who are all these people? Like, how do I not know them? I know like two people. It's already the mid-season.
Right.
It was truly, and but guys, they take the chance, they take their shot. If you get a week, you get 2 weeks, you got to make the most of it. I mean, there's no other way around it.
And it goes both ways.
Right.
Guys get signed and go with a major league organization. Guys retire on their own or are told they're done.
Right.
You know?
So talk to me about that. When we have our guys who are signed by a major league organization, how does that usually work? I've just been fascinated by that. Kid's hitting 300, he's doing well. Does a major league organization approach you, or how does that usually happen?
Generally, it's a scout,
Okay.
who will call up and say, we are interested in
Such and such.
Todd is our new home run hitting
our
first
new-
baseman. Yeah.
Yeah, or as our chaplain.
As a chaplain. Right.
There's a lot of things,
Okay.
averagely.
There is a league negotiated process. There's a portal. There's an online portal where a major league team can go in and make a claim. Okay, we get paid a league fee that's set standard, and the manager tells the player, "Hey,
cool.
guess what?" And people ask me all the time, "What's the best part about owning a baseball team?" The best moment is when you call that guy into the office and you look at him and go, pack your bags.
Yeah.
And he thinks,
You're heading to
you
Akron.
can't be cutting me. I'm hitting 300. I said, we're not. We're sending you to the White Sox. We're saying. And that kid floats out of your office.
He doesn't remember the rest of the
Floats
conversation.
out of your office.
I guarantee he doesn't remember
and
the
it
rest.
is so cool until you look at your manager and go,
Yeah, you're losing.
Guess what? Yeah, that great player we have, he's not here anymore.
go find another one just
Go
like him,
try-
only better.
Yeah.
So really,
yeah.
it's told that we have to get rid of this kid, or
Oh,
it's kind of like
absolutely.
mandatory.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Because if you try and prevent him from going, you'll never get another player to sign.
No, that
with.
makes sense.
They're all here to be that
So
guy.
it's not a rule; it's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, right.
So is that part of being in the partner league with MLB? Is
I
that
mean,
part of the?
that was
or-
true when we were independent ball
Okay,
before we
yeah.
were a partner league.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can pick any player. That's why they're here. You got to
Absolutely.
understand why they're here.
Yeah.
Okay. And you feel great that kid made it, and he's achieved a lifelong dream. Blah blah blah.
Right,
I want to
right.
win.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2019, we were fighting for a playoff spot right down to the wire, okay? And we had a kid named Dane Hutchin who was playing third base for us, hitting 300. Really great player for the Frontier League. The last week of our season, we're a half game out of the playoffs. The guy playing across town for the Lake County Captains, third base, dives for a ball and separates his shoulder. And what does the tribe or the Guardians do? Oh, there's a guy right across town. Just sign him, send him over there. And we missed playoffs by a game.
Oh my gosh!
But that's why they're
that's
here.
why they're
That's
here.
why they're here.
Did he go on
Nobody-
and keep playing?
He
in
went
the
to spring
States?
training. No, he
Oh,
went to
okay.
spring training, came back and played for us. But after that, he had sort of lost the fire.
Okay.
After that, and
Oh,
he
really?
played that year, and
That's
then
too bad.
he sort of retired halfway through. But that's why they're here. Nobody grows up thinking, I want to win a Frontier League championship someday. Nobody has that
Right, yeah.
dream.
Right.
Except you.
Yeah.
Yeah, except
Yeah.
except them. Yeah.
It's still a dream for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that's so interesting.
Yeah, they won their first year, right?
Yeah, in 2009.
I won their first year.
2009.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's tough.
That's a shame you didn't get to experience that.
Nope.
but, yeah.
No.
Well, it's amazing when you see how quickly one injury can really impact. 'Cause if
Right,
that guy's out,
right.
then we have to switch another guy and put him in. That might be a great spot for him, but we have
Right.
to fill it in anyway.
Yep.
And it could be a snowball effect. And with the amount of games, and it's just amazing how one injury.
And it's a grind. 6
is.
days a week
It
we
is.
go. These guys really grind. I mean, this is everything you've seen about the myth of minor league baseball. It's riding on buses overnight.
Yep.
It's
10, 12, 14 hours. Just
not a lot of pay. Food's not. We try to feed our guys really well, but you go to some ballparks and the food's
Yeah.
not great. Your post game spread is okay. We got about 50 leftover hot dogs.
Leftover
you guys
hot
can eat
dogs.
those.
Yeah. If you
So-
can fish them out of that murky water,
Yeah, yeah.
you can
I
eat
realize
tonight.
they've been sitting in that water for
Yeah,
4
exactly.
hours.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so good.
Wow, it's cold.
Yeah, this
actually,
is
the
for,
Frontier League has done a lot in the last couple of years. It's really upgraded the food
That's
quite a
cool.
bit for the
Yeah.
players. Right.
That was one of your things here, right? When you took over.
Yeah.
And I had to say, the food here is great.
Yeah,
I love coming
absolutely.
to these games. That's part of the,
Well,
We've
it's
been
very
very
affordable.
fortunate.
Like I said, it's great parking. It's very affordable. It's great baseball. I mean, there's just so many pluses to it.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
incredible.
lot of fun.
Okay, so how does it work then when you're on the road and you have to stay in a hotel versus teams that come to our place and stay in a hotel? How do you arrange the hotel accommodations? How is that done?
The home team does a deal with a local hotel.
Okay.
Right.
And when a team comes to town, we're paying for those hotel rooms.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's whatever good
Because
deal you can get.
I can go to a local hotel and say, okay, I need 700 hotel rooms in the next 4 months.
What can you do for me?
Guar-
What can
Guarantees
you
them.
do for
Yeah.
me?
Right.
Give me a rate.
Right.
Cool.
And so that makes it easier than us having to call 12 cities or 14 cities.
Oh, absolutely.
And go, okay, I'm coming these 3 nights here and these 3
As
nights
soon as I get
here.
done with my visa paperwork,
Yeah,
Well, you
right.
don't need a
I'll go book
traveling
the hotels.
secretary.
I am the traveling
Okay.
secretary. Right.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, and we've worked with the Doubletree in Westlake and Kim Barker, the woman there. I mean,
great hotel.
she was the hotel when I got here, and she's still the hotel. And
Oh, that's
she
great.
is wonderful. The other thing that guys like about the Doubletree in Westlake is
pool.
you can walk to Crocker Park.
Yes.
Yes.
None of these
Yep.
guys have a car.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they're
You're
stranded
stuck.
at the hotel.
You're
And
stuck.
trust me, when we would go to certain places, you're at the Econo Lodge out in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they are really marooned out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What's
So-
in the candy machine? I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Ain't no room service in the
Yeah.
Econo Lodge.
Not really.
Goobers and paydays
Uh-huh.
for the lot of you.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Because those 3 hot dogs I had for dinner that sat in the water for 4 hours,
Yep.
they ain't getting it
Yeah,
done.
as soon as I get off the can, I'm going to go hit that machine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, late nights. you
Yeah.
gotta-
It's not a
that's
glamorous
cool, though.
life.
No,
it's
it
not
isn't.
a
It
glamorous
isn't.
life.
It
But you
isn't.
know what? If I were 23 years old and someone was going to pay me to play baseball and
Right.
provide me a host family and feed me, I wouldn't care if they paid me at all. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know?
So tell us a little bit about the host family. Now, I have an
Yep.
idea what it is, but tell
I'm
all
still
of our,
looking for
tell
players.
all of our two fans.
You know, you can double as team chaplain and host family if you want a ball player.
well, there's
I
been
mean,
things
you do
rattling
come to
around
the
in my
home
giant.
games.
Yeah. So we do need host families, kids. So
Yeah, we
seriously,
do need host
This is
families.
dead serious. A host
Yeah,
family get to
we-
host a player for the season.
You host a
Tell
player
us
for the
about it.
season. You essentially get 2 tickets to every game.
Okay.
You can do that, or you can get like 100 ticket vouchers
Anytime.
for any game you want to come to.
That's cool.
They take these guys in, they feed them, they provide them a room, they get discounts at the team shop, they get discounts at the concession stand. We were very fortunate when we got here. There's a pretty good core of host families, and again we bend over backwards for those host families. Okay,
I've seen that. You do.
we really treat them like gold because this doesn't work if we have to put guys in hotels and pay
That's
for
too
that.
expensive.
No,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
a
way it
mess.
works, and they can't afford to do it.
No.
So I meet with the players on the first day every year, right after they do their team physicals, and I will tell them, okay, we just held a league tryout, and there were 320 players. I can find players like that. Okay, I can't find host families like that. So that tells you guys where you rank in my priority list.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
I can find another outfielder. You screw up with a host family, and I got problems.
Sure.
I
Because they're not
really,
going to do it again.
I really try and put the fear of God in them about those families. And knock on Formica, it's been a great relationship. These people have been wonderful. Have been
great.
absolutely wonderful to work with.
That's great. And I got to believe the players eventually become part of the family.
We
You know,
just
you're
had
there,
a host family who flew to Georgia for a player's wedding,
Oh,
and
you're
they haven't
kidding
hosted
me.
him in 4 years.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is so great.
They do build relationships. Absolutely, they build relationships.
That's
And the
wonderful. That's one of
guys-
that's one of the things I love about minor league baseball. It is
Yeah.
so
It's a family.
personal. It's a
it's family,
family.
it's
It
community.
really
totally
is.
family oriented, right? And it's generally either empty nesters, we're living in a 4-bedroom house and it's just the spouse
Right.
and I. Let's
Sure.
let's take a kid
Right.
in, or they've got young kids who are playing ball.
Right.
Now think about if you're 12 years old
And you got a baseball
and
player
you got a
living in
baseball
Yeah.
player living in your spare bedroom or in your finished basement.
Dad doesn't have to go play catch with
Yeah,
him.
that's right. Whew, I can watch TV now. This is great.
Trevor,
Yeah.
boy wants to throw.
I'm going to get a cold hot dog
Yeah.
and go watch TV.
That is so great. It would be like having a god living down the hallway from you.
know.
I mean, just
Oh, as
It's
a little
pretty cool.
kid.
yeah, as a
It's
little
pretty
kid.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be fantastic.
Yep.
Be bragging about them at school and all that's awesome. Now, how many games do they play, the Frontier League?
96.
Okay.
48
Wow.
home, 48
Full
on the
season.
road. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
We
real deal.
start second week of May and we go 6 days a week until Labor Day weekend and then about 2.5 weeks of playoffs.
Okay.
That's
All right.
incredible.
So,
No, playoff runs are always neat. That's when you're just
Yeah.
like you're right in the pack of something. That's when you just love. Every game means something.
then it's stressful.
Absolutely.
Oh,
For
yeah.
guys,
You've seen
we-
me pacing that
I know,
concourse.
I know.
I hate losing.
And you should. You
When I
should
bought
hate
the
it.
team, I had an owner tell me, it really doesn't matter if you win. People are going to come whether or not you win or lose. I'm like, it matters to me.
Matters to me.
I hate losing.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I hate losing more than I like winning.
Right.
And there's a big difference.
Yes.
There's a big difference.
Well, where are more people going to come to? The teams that's winning or losing?
Yeah.
You want
and
them to
that's the
win.
other
You
thing.
want them to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
Right.
There
But
you go.
it doesn't dramatically impact attendance. It really doesn't.
Really?
It really doesn't. 90% of the people who walk in here can't name a player on the team.
Yeah.
Don't know if
Yeah.
we're in first or last. And they're going to go home in the seventh inning if their young child is having a
Right, yeah, they
meltdown
wanna
or it's
go,
past
right.
the bedtime.
Right.
They're not going to know if we won or lost the game. Could be a tie game.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? They
both-
really don't care about any of that.
Right.
That's not why
They
they're
had
there.
fun. Yep.
That's
They
not
had
why
fun.
they're there.
Sent their
It's
kid out to
entertainment.
the bouncy slide
Yeah.
out in
Bouncy
the
world, right.
outfield. And
Kids run up and down the berm
Yep.
on the left
Yeah.
field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, go
Right.
out there and check. You'll see the owner, Tom, bouncing and doing flips. It's really great to see.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Uh-huh.
wonderful.
Right. And then I had another owner tell me, well, you want to be in the hunt all the way through August, but you want to miss the playoffs, and you certainly don't want to win a championship. And I looked at this
Oh
guy
my gosh.
sideways, and he goes, do you know what those rings cost if you win a title? You have to buy for the front office and the players. You'll spend $40,000, $50,000 on rings. You can't do that. I'm like,
dear. I'll figure it out.
I'd like to find out.
Yeah, it'd be a nice
Yeah.
problem.
I'd like
It'd be
to
a nice
find
problem
out.
to have.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that is something that you would have for the rest of your life.
Right.
And it's something
Yeah.
that you've accomplished as a team, as a unit. I mean, everyone has to come together to win one of those things.
If you're
They
not
really do.
interested in that, you shouldn't own a team.
Right.
Right.
You shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't own a team.
Nope.
I agree.
Play to win.
Would the chaplain get one of those?
I don't know.
Probably would want
Obviously,
one,
I haven't
would
done
demand
enough.
one.
He'd probably want one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's in
I've
my-
seen the
it's in
little
my
pouty,
contract, yeah.
I've seen the little pouty fits.
You don't want to make me angry,
know,
Yeah.
Brian.
I know.
Yeah.
You don't have to give him a real one.
He'd be the first one
Yeah.
on the phone the day after the title game.
Yeah.
Do you need my ring
What-
size?
Yeah. when do I got to come
I'm
in
a-
for the fitting?
I'm a
Tom?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the fitting?
You could just go ahead.
And when's my press conference? Are you
Yeah.
doing that soon?
Uh-huh.
I got to do something.
Do I have input on what's on the ring?
Yeah,
Can
right.
it look like the stadium?
Yeah. I'd like the
Yeah.
diamonds arranged just so.
I like a couple in my eyes to really accentuate, if my face is going to be on the ring. No, that's exciting. So, all right, now when you came here, the colors I believe were red and black and white.
Correct.
Now they're purple.
Correct.
What went on with
There's
that?
grapes.
So
I can see that, Brian. Thank you.
when
Crushers.
when we got here, where did the name Crushers came from?
Mm-hmm.
And we asked a lot of people, what does Crushers mean? What's a crusher? And people would stare at us blankly
They
and
didn't
they'd
have
go,
a reason?
and they'd go, well, it's the guy out there playing on the field. I'm like, well, I get that,
Which came first?
Yeah.
but
You should own a team.
I
that
found
guy out
out
there.
that the Crushers name originated because of all the wineries that were out here back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
That this was a very big wine area.
Yep.
And we were digging through
Oddly
the
isn't
old
anymore.
files,
Yeah.
and we found the original concept designs from 2008, before
Really?
the team existed, and they were all built around grapes and wine, and
Right.
and the original owner hated that idea, so he didn't want to use it. So we went red and black, and the logo. I mean, minor league baseball has got to be fun. And
It's got to be a
unique,
cool
you
logo,
know?
right.
Totally.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Savannah
Yep.
Bananas.
Right.
You
Yep.
know.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're killing it. Yeah.
Right. So the logo needed some jazzing up, and
So I originally thought when they got here that the red and the black was for like the steel mills, and there's like a crushing aspect to the steel mills, which Cleveland was back in the day.
right.
I think the grape is much much better. It's much more fun.
That's what you thought?
Honestly,
steel
yeah,
mill.
I thought it had a steel mill.
Really?
Because Lorraine, obviously Cleveland, you got the Youngstown area. It's something to do, and I think there is a process of crushing But
See, I
again,
thought it was because of all the dentists in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's related too.
yeah, well, no, so like that's what I'm saying. If I got to work that hard to know, whereas here I know the grapes.
That's a
yeah,
grape.
it's easy.
So-
the angry grape.
The angry grape.
To show you the family thing, we came up with this idea of, okay, it needs to be about the wineries and grape. And my nephew lives in LA, and his wife runs an ad agency out there, a very small one. And I said, Meg, design me a logo.
Ah,
And
love
she
it.
came up with it.
Really,
And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. We should use that.
that works.
Yeah, and it works.
It completely
And
works.
it works. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And purple is very unique in
Yes.
sports teams.
Yep.
Sure it is.
And talking to some of the merchandise companies, they're like,
Yeah,
unique
good
sells.
color.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Unique sells.
Yep.
And our merch sales were not great when we got here.
Okay.
No,
you
it's a
know.
neat. Like I said, their baseball hats they bring in each year. They're just very cool designs. I love it. Love it.
I think you have one on. Yeah, you do.
I do.
Look at you.
Yeah, but he
The
and I were
truckers
out in
design.
the shop. There's a cool one out there.
Yeah,
that I
there's
think
some new ones
see,
that
You're
I,
both going to see.
I got to
on-
look into it in about
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
So I should have a
When
giant
the
sized one.
merchandise lady is in again. We'll
Yeah.
have to,
I'll have to,
have
make
to
sure
look
I-
into that.
Yeah.
Do quadruple X
Yeah.
hats?
Exactly. Exactly.
Is that-
They
is
just put
that
a peach
thing?
basket on my giant
Could
head.
yeah, can we put two hats together? Is there,
Do you
is there an
send them a
option
sew
for me?
here? Yeah.
Right. Can you extend the
I know.
Velcro in
Yeah.
the back?
Yeah, that's exactly what I need.
That's great.
No, that's awesome.
I love it. Okay.
I
Good.
I
you
think
want to
we're.
play a couple games?
I
real
think
quick?
we should do that. Let's
Yeah, you
let's
up for
go.
a little competition.
Sure.
Tom?
Why not?
All right.
The QA
It's
quickie.
baseball oriented. though.
Baseball
Go
oriented.
ahead.
Okay.
Let me do my sound effect.
Do
It's
your
part of my
sound effect. Go
job.
ahead.
It's a
Go
QA
ahead.
quickie.
Oh,
Okay.
look, he actually talked.
exciting?
Yes. He actually talked into the microphone.
And all this
That's
time,
been
I thought it was the
helpful.
crack staff.
I know.
doing those sound
I know.
effects.
Yeah.
When you see,
Our
see
sound
how the
guy.
sausage is made, it's not
Yeah.
that
I
exciting,
No,
is
it's not
it?
great. All right. So the QA quickie. So each of us. I jumped ahead a little bit.
Yeah, don't
Each
give
of
me
us,
the
just as a
question.
warm up, we're just going to do a quick one question each. Tom, you are on the answering team for both.
Oh,
you're
I
you're
can
full time quarterback.
All
You can
time
help.
quarterback.
I'm like phone a friend.
You are like
Absolutely.
phone a
Both
friend.
sides.
You're full time
Okay.
quarterback.
You're
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is, and these are all baseball related, so it's not going to be a
I probably won't get any. of them.
problem. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
This could be easy. It could be hard. I don't know.
You go first, Ding Dong.
Okay. All right. This should be an easy one for you kids. All right. Now, the Yankees were not always called the Yankees. What were they first called?
Oh. The Yankees were not.
They were not
Yankees?
always the Yankees that we know today were not always called the New York Yankees. They were called the
boy.
New York blank.
That wasn't. You do?
Do you?
Okay. It wasn't.
Please
like
don't.
the Dodgers, right?
The New York Highlanders.
You are dead on.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't like you anymore.
Highlanders?
The Highlanders.
No kidding.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
When do you know about when they got?
I do know
renamed?
exactly the year. Do you want to get another point if you can guess correctly?
Oh man, I don't know if I can get the year.
That's got to go way back.
Yeah,
They've been
it's
in
back in the
Yankees
day.
for a long time.
Way in the day.
Was it?
1800s or?
No, it was after the turn of the century.
I'm not going to give any clues.
Okay.
But you're
Ni-
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, you shouldn't
1900 to
give me
1910, somewhere in that range. I would
Wow,
say.
you're almost dead. It was 1913.
Okay.
That's
They
incredible.
were changed. Yeah.
Wow.
That is
I didn't
fantastic.
know they were named that.
2 points. Wow. Yeah, I got to give you 2 on that.
Well, you don't have to.
I totally do.
Well,
Are
you're
you
going to
kidding
get
me?
this one.
I hope.
Okay. Are you?
Depends on if Mr. Answer a lot is good.
I think you'll get this one.
Okay.
This is as softball as they say. What position participates in 80% of triple plays? Wow. I didn't think that would be a.
I have to say first base.
Sounds good to me.
I
Yeah,
have
is
to
it
say
first
your
base or catcher?
microphone's over there, Tom.
I would have to say first base.
You're gonna go with first base.
I'm going to go with first base.
Yeah. 8% of all.
All right.
I don't have an
Is that a
extra
two?
point.
Wait. It's not the team chaplain.
No.
My
as it
triple
turns
play is
out-
the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I'll tell you what.
So that's
I'll tell you what. Give me one combination that can be a triple play, and
okay.
you get
like-
an extra point.
okay. Well,
Give
you
me
have
one triple play.
strikeouts. You have the catcher.
Okay.
2, there's a guy on first, so he throws down to pick him off
'Cause
after the
he's
strikeout.
taking a lead.
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
taking a lead. So that's, what would it be, 2-1? I don't know if you count the pitcher in that as well. And then a guy in second breaks for third, and you throw him out at third base.
Okay. fair
So,
enough.
yeah.
I'll give you an extra point.
Yeah.
an interesting,
Okay.
That was a mercy point.
interesting way of doing
It was an
Super
interesting
interesting.
way.
Yeah.
How
That's
would
right.
Not even remotely normal.
You would normally think ground ball to third, step
Yes.
on the bag, throw to second,
Throw to
throw
second,
first.
yeah.
I mean, that's the obvious one.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's not obvious.
No.
Yes.
There's a lot of things
Only
I'm not.
physically.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a good one. That was all right. This is okay.
All right, that was fun.
This is where the show's going to get messy.
Yeah, this
Because
is
I tried to,
gonna get really
I tried to be
messy.
as nasty as I could.
Tom, this is tough.
Yeah. Okay. So part
Well,
three,
baseball stats. I mean,
it gets ridiculous.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
It gets,
Go
all right, so
ahead.
here we go. Stat acronyms.
stat acronyms. Are you
Yes.
explaining it or me?
I think you are.
Okay.
All right.
So each of us are going to provide 5 baseball stat abbreviations.
Okay.
Okay. For example, AB is an at-bat. The challenging part is you have to identify, or what you guys have to do for me and vice versa, is say what the stat is. And if you can, say if it's an offense or defensive stat. Okay? Because they're one or the other.
You're one or the other.
They're one or the other. We can go every other one if you want.
Yeah, we might as well
You can
alternate.
go first.
Okay. All right. I'm going to
So
ask you. Okay.
that'll keep you on your toes, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay.
You ready? Now, you know, stats get very weird now.
so
I mean,
weird.
It's
Oh,
more than
yeah.
just batting
I know.
average.
I may not be much help on this.
I know.
I,
yeah.
Trust me, I'd be awful at this. Okay. Lowercase w, capital R, capital C
I saw
plus.
some of those.
WRC plus.
Plus.
I wouldn't have got any of these, but I'm playing to win.
WRC.
C plus.
Oh my God.
W is not capitalized. RC is capitalized. Plus, like a plus sign.
I don't have a clue.
Run. Some sort of runs.
It's not war. I know what war is.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
have no idea.
Yeah, no clue.
What is it?
I would never got
You have
this.
to explain what it is.
It's weighted runs created plus. It's an offensive one. So they weight how many runs that you are technically you create as a player. Now again, this is like Stat Geek Central.
Yeah,
So I don't
no
know.
kidding.
It's like just
You're
hit the
way
ball.
deep
And,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to because I need
Weighted-
a win, Tom. You like to
Yeah.
win. I've got to get a win. I got to break my
I don't
losing
think I did
streak.
as well as you on this one.
All right. So all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one's.
These are
I did see
the
some
ones
of
I
those,
have are
like,
stupid.
Lowercase letter.
It is.
uppercase.
Yeah. And like what are these? Did the guy hit a home run or not?
All right. IRA.
IRA.
Yeah. Not ERA. IRA.
Is it part of the retirement plan of the?
Yeah.
That's part of the
Irish Republican
Yeah.
Army.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where I
right.
was going.
I never dated an IRA in high school,
It's
so I
not
don't
a-
know.
yeah, it's not just any old acronym.
IRA.
IRA. I know.
I got nothing.
I'm just thinking intentional run
I'm
average.
not. I'm not a data analytics guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
I
Nathaniel.
know. The stats are insane.
It is.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. I really don't know. I don't even have a
Yeah.
good guess.
I didn't either.
Intentional
I used it.
runs allowed.
Inherited
Inherited runners
runs
allowed.
allowed.
I should have known that.
Yes, the number of players on base when a relief pitcher enters
Yeah.
the game
Okay.
that later
Inherited
go on
runners
to
to
score
score.
a
Okay.
run.
All right.
And it is, yeah,
I should have got that.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
obviously
Okay.
a defensive stat.
It is. Okay.
Okay.
FPCT. It's probably gonna be. This is probably gonna be easier
It's
than you
not going to
think.
be a single point.
FPCT.
FPTC.
No, FPCT.
Oh, FP.
So this
I'm
might. I think this
dyslexic,
might
so
be
it's
easier
either
than
way.
you think.
FP.
It might help if you guys write it down too. By the way, FPCT.
Well, you're the only one who brings a pen. To
I'm the scorekeeper, so right here.
TC. I'm trying to think as time. No. I got nothing.
I got
Really?
nothing.
No.
Very easy. FPCT, fielding percentage.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. PCT percentage.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
the way
like
you read
almost
it.
a longer.
It's kind of a
yes,
I
trick
know.
question.
It
Yeah.
was kind of a
Yeah.
but it is a stat.
it's a stat.
We
It's a
should go to
stat.
the replay on that.
I
one.
know.
Yeah. Are you going to use one of your
Does
protests
Frontier-
in this
We
game?
might appeal
Does
that one.
Frontier have replay?
No.
No.
We're lucky
Yeah.
to have cameras.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Todd with his iPhone in the dugout.
Uh-huh.
So it was. Actually, I'm gonna have to follow up on that as far as like the time clock and
The pitch
throwing over
clock,
to first.
yeah.
But yeah, so I do
All right,
something to gripe about
we'll
that.
jump to that.
All right, is it my
Yeah,
turn?
yeah, no.
Oh, I gotta ask. Okay.
No, it's me.
Is it you? Okay.
GOAO.
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 Ground
I'm thinking
out,
ground out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ground out allowed.
assist.
Ground out assisted out.
And the thing about these is very few of them are actual acronyms.
Well, yeah,
They're
it's just like
just-
it's just the
Yeah.
initials
It's like
of
who
what it
named
stands
that?
for.
Well,
Ground out.
so that was a bit of a hint. It's not a full acronym.
I
I'm
went
thinking
ground out,
ground
not-
out's allowed. or
You
ground
got
out-
half of it. I'm going to give you half a
Assisted-
point.
Assisted outs.
Ground out, fly out ratio.
ground out fly out ratio.
The ratio of ground outs to fly outs.
Okay.
And it was
GOAO.
AO.
Then the A's throwing me off.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I said
GOFO,
it's
it's like-
not an acronym.
Okay.
I have
It doesn't
no
even make
idea.
sense.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
That's
To
baseball.
the nerd who created
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
I got a bone to pick with you,
I know.
geek.
Nerd.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I got a half
I'm
a point.
giving you half a point
All
on
right.
that because you at least got the ground out
All
part.
right, good.
Or Tom
Got a
did.
whole half point. That's why he's here. Okay, this is you already know war, so I'm not going to ask that one. Unless maybe I should. Do you know it? All right.
I
let me just-
have war.
Okay,
we
this
both
is-
have war.
Okay. BABIP. This is an acronym. BABIP.
Innings pitched. BAB.
The last half
Balls-
is balls in play. Batting average.
Oh, balls in play.
No, that's not right. Batting average, balls.
This is my poker face. You will get nothing from me.
Yeah, I know
Play.
he does this. It's the one thing. he does well.
BABIP.
There was a guy who used to play named Bip Roberts. That doesn't count. does
That's
it?
close. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's his
that's-
brother.
Yeah,
or
right.
nephew or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good old Babip.
Babip.
What a great player.
Bibby Bop.
Yeah, that's right.
BABIP.
They're cousins. I don't think they're.
I feel like IP is innings pitched.
I can't help
You
you.
got to go to the bullpen. Anybody? What's your?
Nah,
I got
I got
nothing.
nothing.
Okay, I will give you half a point, although you did not answer.
I got
it.
innings pitched.
You nailed it.
Oh,
Batting average on balls in play.
No.
You literally said the entire thing.
That
Batting
was
batting
right.
average on
You were
balls
right. On
in
balls
play.
in play.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he just absolutely drilled it. I just couldn't give the look of like, wow, how did you do that? Like I would have. Yeah.
That was a wag.
Okay.
You know what
That
a
was-
wag is, right?
No. What?
Wild ass guess.
Wild
Yeah,
ass
it's,
guess,
it's totally it.
Yep.
Well,
All right,
you nailed it.
I hate to do this.
You got
but
half a point.
I got war.
Okay. Well, that's wins above replacement.
Are you looking at it right on your?
I'm looking at it right now.
Is it offense or defense?
It would be offense.
Yes.
I still don't know how they're talking about it because when I looked up the definition,
know.
Yeah.
it's like of a freely
Wins
available minor
Over
leaguer.
replacement, yeah.
Wait, you're major leaguers and you can get some against a kid who's like a single A? I don't get it. I really don't.
The definition I had is sabermetric baseball
Sabermetric.
statistic.
Sabermetric,
Sabermetric.
Saber.
Baseball
Sabermetric.
statistic to sum up a player's total contribution to his team based on
Right.
batting runs.
Right.
Wow.
Are you a
Like
plus or you a
Base
Like-
running
minus?
runs,
If-
fielding runs,
if-
optional adjustment.
If we were to put you in as
Wow.
chaplain over Todd, it's a measurement of how much better
I
you
would do.
be.
Oh, okay.
So you would be a big plus and a
So
big
that would
number.
be
So,
that would be
yeah.
a huge
Right.
number.
Right, it'd be
Right.
gigantic. We
Huge
can't even
number.
count that
My
high.
Right.
war
If I
number
put
would be amazing.
Todd in as a
Yeah.
replacement for my first baseman,
Yeah.
it would be a negative number.
I think that'd be. I'd love to try a double play on that if I could actually bend over and ground the ball, collect it. It'd be
Yeah.
Right.
great. Yeah.
Back in the day, you
Back
could
in the
bend
day, I
over.
could. Yeah. Now I just tip over.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lean over and everybody have
Like,
to come
yeah.
out and help you up.
time.
Yeah, somebody get the mascot out there to help Todd up.
All right, here we are. Okay. CS percentage. This should be reasonably
CS.
I
CS.
got this.
Oh, you do?
I got this.
Oh, good. Because I don't.
Caught stealing?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're dead on. Caught stealing percentage.
They should track that. That's a good one.
That is, yeah. If you don't get a good lead, you don't know how to run. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
I agree.
RPF.
Runs per.
Yeah, my first thing is runs per. runs.
Runs per fly ball. I don't know.
Yeah, some stupid.
That's the best I got.
Runs per fielding allowed. I mean, is it a defensive stat?
I don't know, Todd.
I know you don't know.
Oh, wait. I do know.
Oh, yeah, I got the definition.
Do you
right
know
in
who
front of me.
doesn't know? You.
I'm thinking just it's
Yeah.
runs per
I'm
something.
gonna have to ask you to go ahead and guess.
Yeah, runs per something. I don't have
No,
a full
relief
guess.
failures.
Really? Relief pitcher failures. What does that
Number of
constitute?
times a game ends in a loss where the pitcher is brought in as a relief pitcher.
That's different than blown saves.
I guess so.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because you can
Yeah.
still win a game on a blown save.
Correct.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
come back, and the
Yep,
guy could
yep.
actually get a win.
Yeah.
Him. Interesting. Okay.
there you
Well, last one.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Let's go with. I'm gonna pick a nasty one.
You have a bunch?
ISO. ISO.
Oh man.
This design, you never will get it.
Yeah.
That've got to be
Tom, unless you have some sort of
ISO.
Innings per strikeout.
Wow.
He's not going to show
I'm not
us
giving you
No.
anything.
That's our guess.
Yeah.
I,
Oh, it
I
is.
have
Okay, all
nothing.
right.
Yeah.
No, it is isolated power, which means average extra bases per at bat, which basically means slugging average minus your batting average to say how often you hit an extra base.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's,
They track everything.
just hit 40 doubles. That's all we're asking. 40 doubles and 20 homers.
All right, here's my last one.
Oh boy.
WHIP. WHIP.
Walks, hits per innings pitched. Yes.
That was an easy one.
That was. All right.
Again,
That was a
5.
mercy. That was a mercy question.
I want Todd to feel good.
Yeah.
He does.
He's had
yeah.
it- he's
He's
had
nice
a
like
long-
that. He's
tough
nice
streak.
like that.
Dealing with some self-esteem issues, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not some. I got a lot.
Before I ever
A
met him,
major.
I just made him worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're up to our sponsor.
Yeah, we'll just pause
We'll pause.
and then we'll take care of that in post.
Okay.
All right. So we're on to our last.
Yes, we are. 3 strikes and. Okay, so
It's the name of the game is 3 strikes and.
that's right. Okay, so,
So to go with that sound effect, can
Yes.
I interrupt here?
absolutely.
Of course
You know what they do when they open a new stadium?
What do they do? Do they
No.
christen it?
They bring in hundreds, maybe even thousands of people, and they flush
To use
all
all
the
the
toilets
poopers?
at one exact moment to make sure
to
they
make
work.
sure.
Seriously.
Yeah,
And that's a
Wow.
legitimate thing.
that's a legitimate thing.
Oh my
I would
gosh.
Yeah.
so do that.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you get your name on it?
Yeah.
No, you don't get to christen
That's
it.
yeah.
Special flush tissue.
You don't get to go in it even?
No, you got to go.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got to go in it, and they all.
Oh, they have to
flush.
go in it.
right.
Oh man.
Well, they're not all going to get it done at the same
Some
time.
of the Shire ones may not really go, but
Right.
you know.
Right.
Brian
But
would.
yeah, I
So
mean,
all at the same time.
they flush them all at the same time to make sure the water supply can hold.
Absolutely.
Brian would go get a big bean burrito the day before. I'd be so all over that. Man, that
I've
sounds
just learned
fun.
something today.
Yeah,
you
This
go.
is fantastic.
Contribution.
Uh-huh.
This is awesome. All right. I like that. Okay.
it.
3 strikes and. All right. So basically, each of us are going to alternate, but we're going to read 3 different plays or happenings in all of Major League Baseball history that may have actually happened or may not have. The opposing team will have to guess whether they are true or not. 1 point for each right answer. However, 3 strikes and you're out. So these
Yes.
plays happened or they didn't.
Or they didn't happen.
Right. Okay.
I go first.
Go first.
All right. Steal the same base twice in 1 inning. And 3 bases total, including first.
Okay, if I have any details on this, do I get bonus points?
What do you mean?
Like he knows the actual day and time it happened,
Oh,
or
sure. You
Yeah.
can add some details.
Okay, my guess, just because I'm a smart guy, is that it probably took place back in 1908 with a man named Germany Schaefer.
Is this one of yours?
It is. It was the Detroit Tigers versus the Cleveland
Are
Indians.
you serious?
Yes. Germany Schaefer
talk
was on.
about throwing him a
Yeah.
softball.
I am firing our
Yes.
entire research department Monday
Crack
morning.
staff let you down there, Brian.
Oh my gosh! Well,
Please tell me-
tell the story
Okay,
of it.
so
It's a great play.
it's fantastic.
So,
So-
you could steal in reverse before.
Well, there was no
1920.
rule. There was no
There was
rule.
no rule
So
about-
Germany Schaefer was on first base, and there was a guy on third base. So he tried to steal second base to draw the throw from the catcher. The third baseman
They
goes
didn't
home.
throw down.
They didn't throw down. He got second base. So now it's second and third. So he's like, well, this is not good.
this.
Second,
Have you
at the next pitch,
this now
he
that he
steals first base.
Yeah, trying to get him to throw again.
And he's trying to get him to throw. So now he's back on first base. And the next pitch, what does he do? He steals second base again.
And the Indians didn't
And they
bite.
just didn't bite on anything.
Yeah.
So he got to steal
Stole
first.
3 bases in 1 inning.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient. Great way to pad the stats.
I can't believe you picked the same one. And because I went first.
Yeah, that's
You got
totally
the
what
points,
it is.
and
But the
I
thing is,
don't.
though, I don't have a question.
No, you don't.
I don't have a question, so I would almost have to give you one unless I come up with one. So by the third one, I got to come up with one.
Okay.
As we're
All
mumbling.
right.
Okay. Was there ever a triple play that happened without the ball being hit? It's pretty much a yes or no. Was there ever a triple play happened without the ball being hit?
Might have happened with a Mariners-Rays game.
Did we go to the same website? Oh my gosh.
Raul Ibanez of the Mariners got called out on strikes. Meanwhile, Adrian Beltre was trying to steal second.
Wow, you
and
are so
was thrown out.
detail-oriented.
I know, I'm just guessing here. While he was getting thrown out, Jose Lopez tried to
is
score
awful.
from third and got thrown out on home
You know,
plate.
guys, typically in a quiz conversation, you don't know the answer before the guy asks it.
Is that how it's
Yeah,
supposed to work?
Is that how it?
Maybe we only have 2 listeners on our show. That's why.
I'm throwing it out. As
Well,
something
that's
you
why
might
you're the
wanna
owner.
think about
Yeah, we
in
will
your
consider
next,
that.
in your next show.
The next time we have a team meeting about our show, we'll consider that.
Don't look at the
duplicate-
same source.
We
for your-
duplicated one other time.
One.
Well, and this is what, and I've made this conscious decision. I've Googled whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll see the first one Google comes up with, and I'll go down a
You
few.
go down.
Yeah, I'll
knowing,
check- right.
knowing
Todd will
Mr.
get
Mr.
the first
ooh,
one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
first
Mr.
one.
Lazy.
Ooh, look.
Wow.
There's my.
There's some cool
it's
plays.
the top one. It
Keep
must be
going.
the best answer. I know it says
It is.
ad next to it, but it must be the best answer in
It
Google.
is. This is awful.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Try
here.
it again.
No, we're going to try. All right, here we
All
go.
right, we each got one more.
This is from a different source. Way back in the 1920s, a dog ran onto the field and jumped to catch a pop fly. It was ruled an out. How?
a dog
I
ran
thought these
to
were
catch-
yes or no.
Well, it could be yes.
Well, was
First
it-
of all, did it happen?
did it happen?
Way
Okay,
back in the
here's the question.
1920s, a dog ran onto the field and jumped to catch a pop fly. So pop fly came out,
Yep.
boom,
I don't
jumped in
have
the
to
air.
explain it. I just
It was ruled an out. Did it happen or not? And if it did happen, how would it have
why
been
would it
ruled
be
an
ruled
out?
an out if a dog? I mean, that would be like
I got
if-
the second half.
That would be like if
I got
the
the
team
second half.
chaplain caught a ball.
Yeah.
I'd have to put
Doesn't
down my
count
hot
as an
dog.
out.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah,
going to do
and it's
that.
beer.
You're
Yeah.
cold,
That's right.
Not
And I'm
cold.
not going to do that.
damp hot dog. You got the first.
I got the second half.
You do?
I think so.
Do you?
All
I
right.
think I do.
I think
right.
it happened.
Okay. Ball never
you-
hit the ground.
Well,
If you
that-
took it right out of the dog's mouth, ball never hit the ground. He's out.
You are dead on. So,
Oh my gosh.
That's the
this,
rule.
this,
So did they have to chase him? Don't drop it! Don't drop it!
so
He
all right,
drops it, it's
So
just-
here
I
it
know,
is.
he
Here it
drops
is. It's
Is
false.
it a hit if he drops it in the field?
It
It's
is false. It
didn't
did not happen. However,
It could happen.
my finishing part was the outfielder being savvy, caught the dog midair with the ball still in its mouth, and retrieved
took
the
it
ball
out of
from the
its
dog. The umpire ruled it out because the ball never touched the ground.
Ball never
so
touched the ground.
you get a half a point. You were wrong. It never happened. But you get a half point because your description is dead on exactly what I was talking
That's
about.
amazing. All
The
right,
outfielder caught the
saying that
dog,
happened.
then took it out. So yeah.
So if the dog catches it, runs around, and then drops the ball, is it a hit?
Ball hits the ground. It's
Is it a hit?
Yeah. Well, unless they
If
pick
it's
it
in
up.
bounds.
and-
Remember
What if he
the
takes it out of
19
bounds?
I wonder how they would call that though.
That's
I mean, back in the
crazy.
1920s, things were still
Yeah,
evolving
little
as far
loose.
as rules.
Clearly,
but-
we could reverse
Game
steal.
was a
Yeah.
lot looser back then.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
is so interesting.
So
Wow.
there you
All
go.
right.
All right, so you got half a point.
All right, here's your last chance.
Oh, redemption.
All right, a pitcher
Yes.
hit for the cycle. You know what that is, Todd, right?
It's a bike.
Uh,
It's two wheels. It's a
He
super.
wins
It's
it.
a great
Yeah,
mode of
if he gets it-
transportation.
the manager was like,
That's
if,
not right. It's a setting on my washing machine. Rinse cycle, soap
Oh, yeah.
cycle. Yeah.
if you get a hit, you don't have to do the team's laundry.
See, I didn't think the owner would be doing laundry. I think you're above that, right? Or no?
I bet he's done it.
I have washed.
I'm sure you've washed
player
way
uniforms.
more. Yeah.
Down there with that little washboard.
Exactly.
Can't get this yellow stain out of the armpits.
Thank God for turf.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
I would have to say yes.
You
A
guys got
pitcher
turf
has-
everywhere too, which is cool, huh?
A pitcher has hit for the cycle.
Has hit for the cycle?
Yes, they have done that.
Nope. It's never happened
Really?
in baseball.
No.
I would have thought there's just.
No. I'm so sorry.
I'm bummed.
I really
Saw a
thought you would
pitcher
get
hit
that
2
right.
home runs once, but
Did you?
yeah.
Well, yeah, you have, some of these guys doing that. Shoot the what was it, the
Ohtani
Blue
or
Jays?
whatever, I'm sure has done it, right?
I think it was the Blue Jays back in the '80s. It was like inning number 19. It was like a 6-7 hour game. They were down to the last batter, and it was a relief pitcher that. Yeah, you have a uniform on. Come and
Yeah,
hit, and he hits a
right.
home run. You know, it's
Oh,
just
I've
kind of
seen
one of
that.
those
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably the
Yeah.
laziest home run, but it went. It was over.
I think that you getting that wrong was probably a bad thing, Todd.
It's probably a very bad thing. So let's add up some
I
things
really thought you
here.
were going to get that right.
So I got 4.5, 5, 6.5, to
Yeah, we always-
to 5.
We have a 5-minute pause for Todd to do math.
That's right.
That's
This is heavy math. Does anyone know how to do fractions?
I know. Wait, did you win?
I did. 6.5 to 5.
I can't believe I'm rooting for you.
I'm gonna see what other cool things I have. This is Brian's winning streak. It's exploded. Okay.
You're a long way off from catching up, son.
I know.
I wouldn't get so cocky.
Yes, the winner is me.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh,
That's
oh, that's
exciting.
great.
Ah,
That
this
was
is,
really
this is
fun.
wonderful. I love it.
Okay. So to end the show off, we like to do a Bible verse.
Yes, we do.
Just share a Bible verse, some real truth.
We do play
Get
fast
away
and
from
loose with it.
The numbskulls.
All right. So the
who
chaplain
run this?
says it's Philippians 2,
Yes.
verses 3 and 4. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interests of others.
I thought that was good for.
It is very good. And Tom, I have seen you do that, look into the interests of others. You're the owner of the team, and so it's just
And you
great
do
to
their
see
laundry.
that. And you
And
do
they
the
do
laundry.
the
You
laundry.
make sure that they're ready for the game the next day, and that is looking for the interests of others. So it's a
I'm sure
wonderful thing
you-
to see.
Run and driven them to the park, and
Oh,
I'm sure you've done
yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
No, it's
Which is
good
great,
things.
which is selfless.
Now, I did
great.
say, okay, before we quit, so the Frontier
you had
League,
something you wanted to
I
go
did
back
have,
to,
I got to
yeah.
circle back. So
Yeah.
the Frontier League added a time, like a
The
pitch
pitch
clock.
clock.
Yes,
Yeah.
a pitch clock.
Right.
And they also
they did?
added
Yeah,
how many
really.
times you
Thank
can throw
God.
over to first base.
Right.
What are your thoughts on those two?
Absolutely love the pitch clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, trust me. You may have sat here with me at 11:30 at night in a
Yeah,
Five-
somebody
Look at
win.
your-
5-hour baseball
Somebody
game.
win.
Yeah, you know,
Zeus is
at that
passed
point,
out.
at that
Zeus
point,
is done.
I'm okay losing
Yes.
the game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go home.
yeah,
just get
let's
this
just go home.
Let's go
okay?
home.
Nobody needs to sit through a 4-hour baseball game. And the
I
pitch
agree with
clock
that. I agree with
has really cut down, and it keeps the action going.
Yep.
And I am
Yep.
a huge fan of the pitch clock. The throwovers you sort of have to have, because when they first instituted the pitch clock, guys were getting around it by, oh, well, my time's running down, I'll just throw to first. And so you had to sort of limit that because guys were using that as a stall. So
Interesting.
I understand
Okay.
why it's in.
All right.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, as a pitcher, I do
And
like
it-
the time clock.
And it does increase the run game in baseball significantly, which I'm a fan of.
Interesting. As a pitcher, I hate the throw over rule. Like if I want to throw over 3 times, I would like to have that option. I can see why they wouldn't. The pitch clock, I think, makes complete sense. Most pitches are under 15 seconds anyway.
I totally
but
agree.
it keeps you, it
Yeah.
just keeps you moving.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I do think that was a major improvement.
Right, because prior to the pitch clock, we had guys
Oh, you could wander around
who
and
wander
yeah,
around.
they could crochet in
When I
between
was-
pitches.
and I'm like, dude, get in the box.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is our players
yeah,
I'm
it's
yelling
like
at.
today.
Get in the box.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
When I was prepping, I saw a video, and I don't know what the context was, but it was a switch hitter against a switch pitcher,
Oh, jeez.
and they kept switching
Yeah.
back and forth,
Oh, man,
and
it
it
was
was ticking everyone off.
It's like,
Like the batter would switch,
Yeah.
so the pitcher would put his
Yeah,
glove
gotta
on his
switch
other
it,
hand,
yeah.
and then
it's like an Abbott and Costello
oh, it was
routine.
unbelievable.
Just-
Everybody got involved. The
Yeah.
umpires yelling. It's like, stop it!
Pick a side.
And then the defense has to do a shift
I know.
accordingly.
Pick
Oh,
a side.
it's unbelievable.
I love that they got rid of the shift.
And the shift too.
Yeah,
I
that's
love that
interesting.
they got rid of the shift
Yeah.
That's
because
It makes it more baseball.
it's.
I agree.
Yeah, it's more offense in baseball. It's the way the game was originally designed to be played.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally agree. Totally agree.
All right. Well, Tom,
Dude,
thank
Tom,
you so much.
This was fun.
I mean, we would love to have you back. I mean, you were a great
Yeah.
guest, great stories. This has been.
We'll have
I
you
just
on our
love it.
marketing show.
There you
yeah.
go. Yeah.
You get some marketing under your belt. You
Sure.
know?
Once you learn what you're doing, we'll
Right.
have you back.
When
and,
you do the repeat of the 80s movies one, bring me back for that.
Oh, really? Is
Somebody's
that
throwing down a
something you'd wanna be in?
challenge.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
This
Is
will
that
be
right?
this will be
Uh-huh.
good. What did you think of that show? Because there's so much more we could do with that.
Oh, my
So
God.
much more.
80s movies?
It's
We could do
limitless.
that every 5th episode.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And we love every minute
Never
of it.
wear it out.
Uh-huh.
No, that's
I
fantastic.
would not have gotten 2 Star Wars in the 80s.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I got
know,
one,
I blew
but
that.
yeah, I wouldn't have got
yeah.
that.
I should have
Yeah.
known better.
But I could have helped him
Moron.
on Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, I deserve to be made fun of.
Yes, you do.
I really do.
Yes, you do. You
It's
failed.
awful.
You failed humanity.
I,
All of Gen X, you failed.
I completely.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did.
I'm a loser. All right.
All right. Well, since this was a sports-related show, Todd, give us your most manly goodbye.
All right, everybody, we're gonna be leaving now.
Wow.
That was more like a
That was
wrestling voice.
gravelly.
Yeah.
Sound like
Sunday,
Marge Shot.
Sunday.
It's Marge Shot.
Yeah. Good night, Marge Shot.
Oh, good night, everybody. Thanks for listening.